voice for the Central Valley sports leader. Behind the Bench starts now. Brought to you by Helena Agri.
That's right, Behind the Bench, an hour later, but still better than ever, here on 1430 ESPN, Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader. Good to have you, good to be here after some Giants baseball here on the airwaves. Giants baseball, Giants going to win 5-1 over the Arizona Diamondbacks. You just listened to it. Big thanks to the crew there for tossing it to us for the rest of the afternoon. We're here live on 1430, ESPNFresno.com. We're here live on 1430 AM, and we're here live on the ESPN Fresno app. Good to be here. Good to be alongside our wonderful people here in the Central Valley. Going to be a good show today. Shorter show, like I said, 2 hours, taking you up to 6 o'clock tonight. And then you get a chance to flip on over to 790 for the FPU Sunbird Sports Show. So get a chance to listen to some sports talk here. Get over to 790 for Paul Metters and his Wednesday weekly show, talking all things FPU Sunbirds. Can't wait for that in terms of our programming tonight. Over on 790 right now, A's and Red Sox, you can listen to it live right now, all the way up till 6 o'clock, like you said, but then we will have the FPU Sunbird Sports Show take over there. Lee's Air Hotline, Lee's Air Plumbing and Heating and Roofing, all sponsoring the Lee's Air Hotline. 559-320-1430 is the way to reach our show. 559-320-1430, the way to reach the show here on our airwaves. The Lee's Air weather check sitting at 99 degrees, according to my phone here. It is just hovering around that wonderful triple-digit number. Not quite there yet, though. I'm not qualifying it there yet. But we're on a flood watch, folks. Tomorrow, some rain, some potential issues. I don't know what I'm looking at there, Chloe. It's fine. We got a flood watch. Folks, it sounds like it's going to be dumping rain tomorrow in thunderstorms and all of that lovely stuff. So get ready for that. Should be nice, actually. We'll be sitting here. Or no, we'll be over at Fashion Furniture. So I won't even get a chance to look out the window and check it out anyways. I might usually when it rains at Fashion Furniture, I stick my head out the door and I just take a peek from time to time during the breaks. Regardless, we'll get some much needed rain here in the Central Valley tomorrow. And then I think it'll clear out just in time for some Football Friday for the Friday Night Lights situation as well. So we're good on the weather front there. Of course, excited to bring a good show to you today. Full 2 hours, like you said, coming up in about 15 minutes or so, 10-15 minutes or so. JB Long, voice of the Rams, is going to join me here on the Lee's Air Hotline. Getting our first chance to talk to JB Long about this 2-0 start for the Los Angeles Rams and what this Eagles game can mean moving forward. Of course, a lot of conversation around this football game this week. Talk a lot of football here at the beginning as well. We're going to do a little just quick hitter previews of all three teams that we air here. And so talking the Niners, talking the Raiders. And then my buddy Eric Bentley will be joining me in the 5 o'clock hour talking just all things Giants. We'll get into the Giants conversation. What do they actually have left with 10 games to go? We'll pick the games of the week. That's right, we're going to do a Benatti Blitz today because of an abbreviated schedule on Friday. So no time to get into the Benatti Blitz on Friday. I am going to pick the games of the week today. That's what we're going to do. A little daily spread as well surrounding Major League Baseball and make it happen here on this wonderful Wednesday afternoon. It is a different crew behind the glass today. Third different producing crew for this week, but it's good to have the revolving door. Good to have the people that are in. Jorge is out today, and so in his stead, Joe Gomez is producing today. The rare Joe Gomez produced show. Joe, hopefully you know how to get the mic on over there. How are you doing on this Wednesday afternoon?
Am I open? Can you?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're on air.
I hear myself too. Sorry, there's like an echo here.
Oh, fun.
Let me turn this off. There it is. I can hear myself now, but then we can't hear Phil. All right, whatever. This is fine.
That's fine.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Hello, everybody.
How we doing, Joe?
I'm doing all right. I'm preparing for tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be rough for you, buddy. It's still baseball season for you.
No, yeah, for sure. I got my Mariners hat on today, so.
For those who have not followed the things of shows and everything like that, Joe's a Dolphins fan.
Yeah.
Joe's gonna have a Rough go of it. Maybe they. What would make you more? Would it make you more mad if the Dolphins just randomly win tomorrow? Like, would it? Like, what would that do for you? Like, is that the funnier result?
Honestly, that's a hilarious. I think that's like never gonna happen.
But what if?
I don't like to play these what if games. It's not happening. They're not beating Buffalo, man. And if it happens, what do you think? Do you think they far still? I mean, they're not gonna.
No, it will prolong just the inevitable and perpetual. Torture.
Average, and we were supposed to be like the up and coming team, and now the AFC East is just flying by. Even the Jets, I think they're going to beat us this year too.
It's going to be crazy.
Go Mariners!
You got the Jets next week too.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Just going through the tour to AFC.
It's going to be a rough stretch, and just to be embarrassed by all you guys, it's fairly sad.
It's great.
No, it's not. Go Mariners! Let's talk about baseball.
Hey, Chloe, how are we doing on this Wednesday afternoon? Chloe, for the first time in this week.
I'm doing fabulous today.
Yeah. Better than Joe?
Much better than Joe.
Much better than Joe. Good to know.
At least, like I said, my Mariners are doing something. Out of all my teams right now,
you're going to win the division, aren't you?
I hope so.
We might be facing my Red Sox and your Mariners might be in a wild card series.
That would be a great matchup, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're both. I mean, Mariners are a little more hot right now. But,
I know.
So you better hope they cool off.
We don't have Roman Anthony. It's going to be.
He's still oblique, right?
He'll be out to the ALCS. They said so. We have to make the ALCS.
Oh wow.
For him to be back for the postseason.
I knew he had an oblique, but I didn't know it was that bad.
They could push it to the DS state, but it just all depends.
Well, let's just hope they meet early and Seattle plays them without Mr. Anthony there.
We'll see.
That guy's good, man.
I kind of want to get above the Astros though. I want to send the Astros to you guys.
I would love to have the Astros just not make the playoffs. I hope they just miss out by half a game.
I think they're locked in there.
I don't think so. Because they're what, 2 games ahead of you guys,
They're half game above us.
Yeah.
They're a half game below the Yankees, and we're about 2.5 above the Cleveland Guardians.
Guardians are like 79 and 71.
The Guardians are the only realistic shot.
You guys have 82
wins. 82 and 69, the Red Sox.
Right. Okay. So. Yeah. Oh, man, there's still a chance they miss out.
Yeah.
I think you can miss. Come on, Guardians.
Right. Okay. As far as sports talk and everything like that, we're talking baseball here at the beginning, but I want to get into football as well.
Oh.
I know. But we don't have to talk about your team tomorrow. We'll talk about that later in the show. Let's talk about some news coming up here from the Niners. And it was reported from Adam Schefter. This is a top sports story brought to you by Valley Pure that Brock Purdy seems to be working towards playing this game on Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals. This will be an interesting development to see where that moves forward for this 49ers team, if it is in fact that Purdy can play this Sunday. But the question always persists of whether you push or whether you give him rest and get him ready for other games down the stretch. Feels like when they gave the 2 to 5 week timetable that I thought that was them being cautious. I wonder if pushing Brock Purdy to play this week is a matter of how big this game could be, or do you feel like this is a mistake to see if the Niners are going to allow Purdy to play here potentially, despite the prognosis?
I mean, the original diagnosis was, like you said, 2 to 5 weeks.
Yeah.
That's insane. I mean, there's obviously something wrong with him. And all of a sudden, the next week, they're like, oh, yeah, he can play. I don't know. So it feels a little forced.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I understand, the division game. This is big. Cardinals are 2-0.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's nice to have your guy back, but to force him back and, more injury. I miss Moody over there because I made the game so fun. But, it's tough because you want him back, like I said, the division game, all that. But at the same time, I don't know, man. I'm so torn on this because I understand it. I understand why you want him back, but just to sit there and let him get healthy and, whether it's a toe or not, I hope. I don't want him to get hurt again.
Well,
I like Purdy.
Is the hesitation just simply because we saw what happened to Joe Burrow?
Right.
And Joe Burrow's injury got more significant than Brock Purdy's ever did, but you could have a situation where that happens in terms of it. But it's interesting under that lens because if it was just Purdy dealing with a toe injury, we didn't have Joe Burrow hurt like that. I feel like people would be like, it's fine, it's just a toe. But because of the severity of Burrow, we all are colored under that expectation of like, well, if you lose Purdy for 3 months, there's no realistic shot this Niners team could weather that storm.
Yeah, and there's a list of players that are rushed back, forced back, and they re-aggravate, further hurt, whatever the case may be. And that's the way I see it too. why risk it? It's a game. You know, I know it's a big division game, but it's week 3. It's not save Purdy. I think if he's hurt, keep him on the sideline. Mac Jones didn't look horrible, right? He didn't look horrible. He looked serviceable. I know you don't have anything good to say about Mac Jones, but
even in a blind, what is it? Even a blind or a broke clock's fixed twice. It's right twice in a day.
I mean, that was the quarterback Shanahan wanted originally, right? So
yeah, he wanted to have. Chloe, how do you feel? Do you feel like they should rush Purdy like this, or do you feel like Purdy deserves to have the timetable he wants and see if he can start against Arizona?
I think they need to, again, it's miss 1 week and save it for 3 months versus have him play 1 week and he's out for 3 months. Every athlete, every coach knows that you don't want to risk rushing an athlete back into the game, back into the practice. So yeah, I did see today that he was limited with his toe and his shoulder.
That's right, the shoulder still too.
Yeah, that's still out there. So I know it's a big game, but Mac Jones, even just looking at his stats compared to Purdy in the first game, like he's even. It's 279 to 277 passing yards, and he has good communication with the team. Whereas I'm not worried if we just pull Purdy for 1 more game.
I think you wait. If I'm the Niners, I understand though. Let's say week 1 was not a win over the Seahawks. It was a win over, I don't know, like Houston or something like that. And they were 2-0 in that fashion. Then I would be like, yeah, I kind of want the 1 division win to start my season off. But because the Niners are already 1-0 in the division, I don't feel like losing this game is absolutely like an absolute killer for the 49ers. It'd be disappointing if they do lose this football game. But like we say all the time in the NFL, it's not about winning the individual battles. It's about winning the war. It's winning the Super Bowl. Getting to the end. It's usually the healthiest. And the Niners right now are not the healthiest team in the National Football League.
That's why I'm at a loss for words sometimes, because it's like you should be doing the right thing and letting them sit an extra week because you're full of injuries all the time. You should know better. They should know better. And that's why I get like, yes, it's a division game, but sit him, man. If he's hurt, he's hurt. Mm-hmm. And that's, maybe they're scared of what the Cardinals will do this year. Maybe they know Cardinals might be a little better than people think, and they don't want to go down a game, and maybe it comes down to that game at the end of the year. Yeah. So I understand it, but why risk your guy? Why?
Well, because you theoretically feel like you're going to be healthier in week 11 when you go face Arizona in Arizona. And so the idea of it is you get 2 shots at every division team. So you don't feel like, while this game weighs in the sense of it matters a lot in terms of winning it and having a good divisional record, in the same sense as you do get a second shot at beating this team, as opposed to the 1 shot you do against, I don't know, who's going to be a team that you'll be competing similarly to, the Buccaneers. Like, you get that 1 shot against the Buccaneers. It'd be nice to get a win over the Buccaneers and have that, head-to-head situation. So, it's to monitor. To me, I feel like you shouldn't start him. I feel like he won't start altogether. I think Kyle's a little more hesitant on it. I got to believe that the Niners are capable of beating Arizona. Arizona certainly was not remarkable in their first 2 games, holding off the Saints and holding off the Panthers.
Panthers one was bad because they were up big and then just let them come back.
Just let them kind of come back and get back into it. So
that's kind of scary to see them do.
Yeah, so I'm not really sold on Arizona as this big power in the NFC West, but wins are wins, and in the National Football League, no win is easy for any team. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to say the least. Before I let the segment go, who are the Niners playing?
The Cardinals.
Yeah.
It's not as, you can't really hear it as much, I guess. She's trying right now.
Just full transparency.
Cardinals.
Chloe has a hard time saying the name Cardinals.
For 30 minutes today, I got made fun of by everyone in here about how I say Cardinals. And I am a St. Louis Cardinals fan, so I've pronounced it the same way my whole life. And no one's ever had an issue until Phil did today at about 2:30 p.m.
I can't unhear it.
It is clear as day.
I hear the Cardinals. Can't even do it.
Hey, Carter agrees with me. It's the California accent.
I don't know if it's a California.
Because we're talking about mountains. And,
yeah.
Well, I was like, but that's not the same thing. She's like adding Cardinals.
Cardinals.
St. Louis Cardinals, Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
Cardinals. That's what
she's
she said.
putting,
Cardinals.
She is putting a D at
yeah,
the
that's
end of
what
L.
she says. Cardinals.
She's putting a D between the L and the S at the end
Cardinals.
of
I'm really working on it, guys.
Cardinals.
Chloe, we can grow and we can progress and we can get better.
But I will forever say Cardinals.
You will buck this trend. We will. By the end of the year, you are going to be a completely fluent speaker in the terms of all NFL football teams this season. We believe in you, Chloe.
Thank you.
Thank you. What is your favorite baseball team?
The St. Louis Cardinals.
Cardinals.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, JB Law going to join us here on 1430 ESPN Fresno, the voice of the Rams, next on the Central Valley's Sports Leader.
Need cash? If you've got a car, we've got the cash. Clausen Honda wants to buy your car. If it's running, we want you to
3418.
I'm going to intro this and then I'm going to play it. And then we're...
Okay, so you're good. Okay.
Schedule your appraisal appointment.
Cool.
In just 10 minutes, you'll get your cash value quote. Yes, we are eliminating the hassle of
excited for this show.
used old car. So if you're ready to sell, we are ready to buy. Call Clausen Honda of Fresno today. If you've got a car, we've got the cash. Get cash for your car. Clausen Honda.
Summer is here, and the hottest deals are at Valley Pure. From premium indoor house flower to tasty edibles, smooth vapes, must-have concentrates, and refreshing cannabis drinks, we've got everything you love at prices that keep you coming back for more. Stock up for your summer fun with unbeatable discounts across all Valley Pure locations. Whether you're looking to relax, celebrate, or spark up some good vibes in the sun, Valley Pure has the deals to keep the season rolling with easy online ordering and curbside pickup right from the app.
All new full throttle grandstand shows. October
That's where it
4th,
used to
2
be.
days of heart-pounding rodeo events.
Why?
Full and front
What's it
running.
say?
Oh, that's
October 10th, the Dirt Flying for the Arena Cross. Then October 12th, 2 explosive.
Let's go. I'm not going.
You're of age? Oh, you're only 19 now.
Coors Light and Coors
Now it's
Banquet.
21
Buy
now.
tickets at FresnoFair.com. See you at the big Fresno Fair.
You couldn't buy it anymore anyways. You were able to knock out.
Wow, I'm really missing out. Really bummed about that
See
one.
the latest items from the brands you love. Peter
I mean, you shouldn't
Millar, Robert Graham, Faraday, and True Grit, just to name a few.
So
Stop by and experience our
really
brand
something
new
that-
shop-in-shops featuring
that
Johnny
was
O and the
really
very
really
first
good.
Martin Blumen shop west
It
of
is
the
expensive.
Discover finely
It's quite
crafted
expensive.
apparel, exceptional service, and a locally owned store
why
that's
it's
been
around.
serving the
It's
valley
money.
for generations. Patrick James, where looking
They
your
give us
best
a lot of money
begins
for
this
those
fall.
Hey, it's Phil Bonatti from Behind the Bench
What
for
is
my
this?
friends at Valley Athletics, the new go-to sports facility in the Central
What
Valley.
can you say right now?
Valley legend Vance
Andrew.
Wahlberg and former Bulldog
That's
volleyball coach Jonathan Winder.
Can you say your
Valley
name?
Athletics
Oh, I
and
thought you said, what is she saying
No.
right now?
volleyball,
Can you say? Are
basketball,
you good at really good at it? Really?
Visit valleyathletics.co.
So like,
Learn more about enrolling in our current
say hi. How are you doing?
basketball offerings that include free play.
Oh, that's easy.
Valleyathletics.co.
What about like,
of high school athletics.
how was your day?
Want to work somewhere fun, flexible, and rewarding?
That one's
VNS
tricky.
is hiring. We're looking to expand our team with full
Because you can ask,
part-time
like,
positions at over
your day
40
how?
locations. Join our
You can ask,
growing
like,
company
your
as
day
a delivery
good?
driver or value team member.
Oh,
Your day
okay.
what?
More information
Okay, I see
on
what you
job
mean.
descriptions or
Because
apply.
English is
Go
very
online at
complicated.
Like I can be like,
Visit your
I can
nearest
ask you
location.
like,
Me and Ed's is hiring.
your day,
Fill out an application.
what?
And they'll be like, what?
And then they'll be like,
Now is a great time to
It's-
invest in your
it's-
current retirement plan. Do you understand the advisory
Beats.
plan and the services you should be receiving? Is your current advisor making you
I have dinner when I get home
answering all of those time-consuming questions?
So do I need to put a song here?
From phone calls to your plan
Phil?
calendar. Is your current advisor
Phil? Do I need to play a song?
You need a song, yeah.
Okay.
Up to date with ever-changing regulations, so you feel confident that your plans and
I don't know what these are. I don't even know. I wish I could read them now.
Are you receiving quarterly updates on their performance? Employers who work with 401k specialists can answer yes to all of those.
No, that's actually, is that what that song was?
401k specialists, the dedicated retirement plan team, powered by Duker Modern Wealth Management. Visit PaceandDuker.com to learn more about how we work differently
Oh, I
so
love it.
you can answer yes to those questions. The advisors of Duker Modern Wealth Management are registered representatives with and securities offered through LPL
He's
Financial,
gonna play it,
member
yeah.
SIPC.
here on this Wednesday
That's funny.
afternoon. Excited to bring on our next guest, who we got a chance to talk to just a little bit earlier today, talking about the LA Rams, about their season, the quickest 2-0, the quietest 2-0, I would say. I bring that up really at the beginning of the conversation. But Rams are playing good football. They got a massive game coming up this Sunday against the Eagles. So JB Long joined me earlier, and here is that interview you're hearing for the first time today. JB Long, voice of the Rams. All right, we're joined by JB Long, voice of the Rams, on the Lee's Air Hotline. Pleased to have him for the first time this season. Excited to talk some Rams football. 2-0 Rams start. Always great when we're talking about that. JB, been too long. How are we doing on this Wednesday afternoon?
No, I'm doing great. Thank you for the invitation. Thanks for your
You got this thing on?
Fantastic. And I mentioned
Although-
this on my
you
show
gotta put it
yesterday.
I'll just say
Out of
record
all the
there,
2-0 starts, it's a sneaking
forgot to turn
suspicion
off the
to me
camera
that
right
of
now
the
during that
national
show.
talking points, the Rams have the quietest 2-0, and maybe that's exactly where they want to be. Do you share that sentiment in the way they've started this season?
More visibility to that than I do, but I can understand why that's true if it is true. Anytime you play the AFC South, I would say that's collectively the least solid division in the National Football League, and the Rams have played two non-island, non-primetime games. A home game and in a featured CBS window, albeit against the Houston Texans in the solid win, and then a regional road game against the Titans. So that could play into it partly, I would say.
What did he say?
And that's just fine to fly under the radar.
Voice of the
Comes
Rams?
another one.
He's the voice of the Rams.
Might have ticketed for a rematch of the divisional round loss.
Yes, man. What time are you here till 6?
And the Rams are going to roll into Philly and play.
And you're going to Cold Stones?
Have the kickoff contest against the Cowboys, and then the Super Bowl rematch at Arrowhead. And I think the Rams are going to have to be at their best, but it wouldn't hurt at all if the Eagles were a little bit sluggish and a little bit relaxed after really big
hungry.
to begin there.
Are you?
Yeah, certainly, and it is as good as you can ask for, especially with the most recent few seasons in terms of the starts.
Good.
You know, we mentioned it last year. What was it? 1-4 start. I think it was something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong in it, but
It still says
the
100
2-0
on my
start
end.
to this season, especially with what is at stake in this
We never gave a
conference.
triple digits
You know,
yet.
I will say.
7-year-old quarterback in the 17th campaign. He missed all of the 7-year-old quarterback in the 17th campaign. He missed all of training camp where they did issue in his back. There's only been one loss taken by the NFC West collectively.
My friend cheers for them.
Really?
I don't think they've done anything yet except maintain
The bull pups.
Certainly, and
It's pretty
I
rare.
mean, if you look ahead at what's facing them, and the next 4 weeks are massive, you could say, in terms. The Rams, you know, have certainly found ways to win in different ways. I want to just highlight, and I want to take your perspective to it. Play of the game in Week 1, Nate Landman. This is a guy that I think people need to know about. I think one of the more epic punch-outs I've ever seen in a football game. His impact and what he's been bringing to the defensive side. What stands out about him?
Remarkably free agency for a veteran minimum deal, and he has come in and not just earned a starting job, but earned a starting job that comes with the green dot at middle linebacker, and then earned a young chef as a captain. And he's contributed to 2 takeaways in 2 games, and has probably already outperformed his predecessors by a significant on Barkley and the havoc that he wreaked head-to-head in 2 games against the Rams last season. If not for that, I'm not sure that the Rams are even looking for someone like Nate Landman this offseason, but he's arrived. He's a big difference maker, and we'll find out just how much on Sunday because, again, this is why he's been plugged in the middle of this defense. To help
See, do
solve
I
the
buy the
problems
desk and
like
then just
Saquon
change
Barkley
the
and
handles
Jalen
on
Hurts
it to
and
be
Eagles rushing
cold?
attack.
Especially in the
Is that a
playoff
woodworker?
game. Obviously,
No, he just knows
forecasts do not call for snowstorms on Sunday,
He's
so
not my current desk.
I think we're in a little bit of a different
He's not my
controlled
last 2
environment.
The one before
Do you
was
feel like
the one I have right
that
now
can
is
be
really
a difference
nice.
in this
So I feel
game
bad
in
getting
terms
rid of
of
it.
where the Rams can set
It
up
doesn't
and what
fit in my
seems like
room
a
I
pretty
want it to.
neutral atmosphere in Philadelphia, and to see what this defense
Pretty
can
cool.
do to improve against
But
what we've
see
seen,
how, like,
which was Saquon Barkley
it
running
sticks
free the
out?
last couple.
Yeah.
Games.
It's like a flush with the other one.
Well, I think they're getting the truth.
And
I
dies.
think you can make the case that it helped the Eagles
I just,
and
I
made
don't
the
know.
Rams defense play on thin
I don't know.
ice.
It's
They
just
tried to
not that
shut down
corner, it
Saquon
is.
and Hurts much of that game. So, yeah, I think more neutral,
Just
favorable
know my room.
conditions weather-wise,
Just know
as
how to
you
walk
described.
around.
Middle of the day instead of in prime time in the snow.
And then
but
Jones wasn't taking
in
it right.
terms of where have the
Pressure.
Rams improved at key positions, and not just on more costly than Jalen Carter getting up the middle and getting Matthew Stafford as they look to complete that comeback on that final drive. So, yeah, it's all those things, and it's great that it happens in September because this is not going to be the final verdict. Like if the Rams win and they are better and they are improved, great. They still got to carry it through a 17-game season into the playoffs. And if they're not, if the Eagles are still the reigning champions and the better team, then the Rams have some runway to continue to bowl. Maybe that's what they can bring. But no franchise has been a bigger thorn in the side of Sean McVay's Rams, going back to when he was hired in 2017 than these Philadelphia Eagles.
Speaking to the offensive side of the ball, and the Rams certainly got it going against the Titans late down the stretch. I want Puka Nacua. I know we continue to say everything we can about him, but week one he gets capable of and what he has shown the last couple of years. But is there realistically a way of saying he's taken even a further step forward as a wide receiver?
I think that's possible. I think he's put in better circumstances, largely because of your guy Devontae Adams. I mean, Devontae's impact has been undeniable. Puka is playing in the slot more than he ever has before. He's basically playing that Cooper Cup role where Cup thrives for maintaining his Triple Crown season. And yeah, I think really what I felt strongly is that Puka had taken the step to be elite tier in the National Football League last year. He just missed too much time to the counting stats to translate to the accolades that typically come with a season like that. He wasn't an all-pro. He wasn't a Pro Bowler. He wasn't in the offensive ability conversation. But if you look at the underlying metrics, the advanced stats that really correlate with year-over-year success, Puka was to wide receiver one status and should be talked about as such with the Jeffersons of the world and the greats in the sport, including one that we'll see this week, AJ Green.
He's certainly been helping me get to 2-0 in my fantasy as well, so that'll work. Entirety of the way this offense flows. What specifically do you really enjoy about seeing what you've seen from Devontae Adams through 2 games with the Los Angeles Rams?
Well, he too is a playing man, and with the quarterback who doesn't
Let's talk to you about this coming Monday.
That's no longer the case because the time to throw for Matthew Stafford has dropped to career low levels, and that's because Devontae Adams is always open. And anytime that Matthew is feeling the heat, he can just send it Devontae's way and see that Stafford and the rest will take so far. He has taken 2 elite corners, Snead last week and Stingley the week before, and sports.
Sorry, we can't find anything for this.
Because Puka, like I just said, is one of the best receivers in the sport right now. But there's a force multiplying effect because of Devontae Adams' Hall of Fame credentials and the coverage respect that he still demands on a down-to-down basis.
And then from Stafford, and the way he's as usual. Was it just do you feel like it was just kind of a necessary time needed to step away, or do you see lingering effects in the Stafford side of things with it? Or I know it's hard to diagnose from the broadcast booth, but does it feel like normal Stafford from what we've seen from the concerns from this preseason in the first couple of games?
I mean, paradoxically, the concerns are real. The health struggle is real, but the performance has outperformed. Like, it's strange to me that
Over and I actually want to cry.
Really good. And so, how do you reconcile those two things?
I'm so busy.
I think it's having a terrific architect and play caller in Sean McVay. I think it's being motivated.
Next weekend.
You do mention it. The line has been stepping into it as far, and you mentioned Stafford's getting a little bit of pressure here and there. No interior defensive line is probably more dangerous than this Philadelphia Eagles line. Is that where the game can be won potentially, or how that game can be determined if the Rams can find ways to I don't know,
And
I
then
don't think
wiped
neutralizes the
out that
option, but
weekend,
try to
so
find some way to
following
avoid
weekend,
the disasters that
and
can be in the
Disneyland,
interior of
and
that
the
line,
following
whether it's
weekend
through the run game
is
or just
Halloween,
keeping
my
Stafford on his
anniversary.
feet.
Really?
For the rest,
Oh, there we go. It's back up.
But I think that's the crux
What's
of
going
it.
on with that?
You could argue that's always
No one ever
the
touches
case in the
it.
NFL and at all levels of football. But I think that's
Okay.
probably where this game is won or lost on Sunday. If Matthew Stafford is upright, I think this is a better Rams offense than Philadelphia.
It's
Not
Falcons.
to beat up my
That's
team.
all I'm asking.
Again this year, but
Well, isn't that a Barstool hockey player? Didn't know that the moon rotates the earth.
he hasn't thrown a touchdown pass this season.
I'm telling you, hockey players, man.
What? How did he think that was?
Thought the moon was just there.
2-0 with a new offensive coordinator.
That's-
And I cannot wait a second. What happened to our Super Bowl MVP? You know, where's our passing game done? Devontae and AJ, why are we not lighting the world on fire like we were doing last January and February?
The emergence of Blake Corum, is he forcing the hand of McVay? And are you seeing obviously a little more utilization in him and the run game? Is he forcing the hand of McVay a little bit in his performance?
I'll be curious to see. I mean, the difference is undeniable. I don't think Kyron Williams is in charge of that. I don't think he's the retail back. But there was some pop with Blake Corum, and maybe that's good for Kyron Williams. Definitely what the Rams need offensively. So I know that the Rams are loyal, but they're not going to make stupid football decisions just based on tenure or contract. If Blake Corum gives them a chance to move the ball more efficiently on the ground, he's going to get his opportunity more frequently and sooner rather than later. So hopefully, collectively, the Rams can start to move some chains with their running game to
Joe,
that pressure.
You see ABC pulled Jimmy Kimmel?
I wanted to just talk about
They're
this stretch of
suspending
football,
Kimmel.
obviously,
Why?
because this
For his
like I
comments
mentioned,
about
4
Charlie
games
Kirk.
here, and for people who don't know what the stretch
Dude,
is,
this is like,
Rams
I don't care what
Rams,
people think.
and then
Like,
it's a home
free
game
speech
against
is free
this Colts
speech.
team
And
Yeah.
it shouldn't be like,
been a little surprising.
No, it's getting crazy.
because Trump apparently threatened Nexstar and threatened ABC, and now it's like, this is just like,
No, they're gonna piss people off, for sure.
On week 3,
I don't care.
And then the Ravens is the next one after that. So this 4-game stretch, and then if you want to even throw in the one
Trying
game,
to take away our freedoms.
5-game stretch before the bye.
Bull
JB,
crap.
this
Say
feels
whatever I
like
want.
a weather the storm kind of situation for the Rams in terms of the schedule. This is, I think, the toughest stretch based off of what we've seen so far. What do you make of this stretch of season for the Rams?
Yeah, I think it's well stated.
NCAA eliminates spring transfer portal.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That'll calm some things down.
Right?
Yeah, I don't like being here anymore. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, that's a good thing, I think. That's just getting out of hand.
Philadelphia, even if they play a great game, they may not come back victorious. Then you've got 2 home games in 5 days against those Colts and those 49ers. And the secret to the Rams' success in their last 2 seasons and their comeback to get to 10 wins and an NFC West title last year and the playoff swipe, it has been winning those home back-to-back. They did it in 23, they did it in 24, and if the Rams can get past San Francisco at 3-2 or 4-1, then they get a mini bye feeling great about where they stand. Then they get to take the weekend to prepare for one of the best teams in the sport, Baltimore, and again go shoot your shot there against the Ravens. And if you can get one of those 2 games, either Baltimore or Jacksonville, then again you're at your physical bye, your actual bye, at or above 500. Wouldn't that be a refreshing change of posture from where they've been the last 2 seasons? Because I do think there are a lot of games to be had in the back half of the schedule, and more importantly, that's where all the division games rest. That home game Thursday Night Football against San Francisco, that's the only NFC West game the Rams play in the top half of their schedule. All the games against Seattle, both the games against Arizona, and the other one against San Francisco, all way down the line. So that's where I feel like this game against the Eagles feels like a playoff rematch, feels like a potential NFC championship game, but it's not anywhere close to the most consequential contest coming up even anytime soon for the Los Angeles Rams.
What would a win over the Eagles change in terms of perception of the Rams? Does that make them NFC number 1s? What do you think that would do for the perception of the Rams in terms of the NFL?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Green Bay Packers, because of the Micah Parsons straight because of their two solid victories in the National League that won them so far. It's probably captured a lot of the imagination of those who follow and do power rankings and those sorts of things. Really, it doesn't much matter because I think what it would do is it would get the Rams off to a 3-0 start and put them firmly in the conversation for competing for the 1 seed in the bottom 100 events.
You're so cold. You're so cold.
Too early a race to be setting up. But the magnitude of this game is that it's very likely that if you're going to be in the playoff picture in the NFC, you're going to be measured against the Philadelphia Eagles. If you have the same record, this head-to-head is going to dictate who finishes top or bottom in that tiebreaker, right? So these are the types of wins that if you...
Dude, apparently you can order these tops down Kyle Raleigh cards, and if you get lucky, you can get a dual auto with him and Griffey.
Oh, that's way cool.
Or you can get a booklet with him and Mickey Mantle, a cut auto.
Oh, wow.
By the way, I
you should buy, like, these are the Tops Now cards. You should buy a pack.
In the sideline.
See if you get lucky.
Tops Now?
Next week.
Yeah, it's on the Tops website. They do Tops Now cards. I bought one when Shohei hit 50-50. So.
Did you get anything?
No, I just got a normal Shohei card. But if you're lucky enough, you can end up with some big, something big.
But he knows the importance of this game, and he will not be a career
Next week on 14:30. Pregame start at 9 a.m. I believe is the time. So, JV, appreciate it. We'll chat with you down the road, but best of luck and have fun on the call this weekend in Philly.
Good to catch up with you and everyone there in the Central Valley. Hope everybody's doing well. Have a good rest of your show at night.
All right, we'll be right back with more Behind the Bench right after this on 14:30 ESPN, Fresno, the Valley's local sports leader.
At Citizens Business Bank, we've been taking a personal approach to banking for over 40 years and are consistently recognized as one of the top performing banks in the nation. Hi, I'm Susan Woosner, Senior Vice President and Manager of Citizens Business Bank.
Hi, I'm Susan Woosner.
We believe in the importance of building long-lasting and genuine relationships with our customers. We want to provide you with the solutions you need to grow your business because your success is our success. Citizens Business Bank, member FDIC.
For the moment, all disciplines seem peaceful rather than pleasant, but later it yields peaceful fruit of righteousness.
Working with the Valley's most prestigious and high-profile businesses since 1998, we
I'm like an ambassador for
custom
this
design
brand, but I
signs for
haven't like
businesses of
placed
all
my
types and
order yet.
sizes. From yard signs to banners to wallpaper and flake graphics, MegaPrints has the state-of-the-art capability to turn the signage you dreamed of into a reality. Visit megaprints.com today to see our work and what we can do for your business.
Show your shot and win. DraftKings makes the largest daily fantasy partner in the NFL. Your game-day instincts can score you real money fast. Here's the play. Just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats. From breakout rookies to elite QBs, and unlock the upside every snap brings. The better your calls, the better your payout. Here's the kickoff restrictions.
You got gambling problems?
Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus award with non-withdrawable pick 6 bonus picks that expire in 14 days.